So I'm going to show you guys a quick walkthrough of my toolbox tour. This is a Matco 6S with the split hutch and drawer combo and a locker. And what I would spend money on and what I would not spend money on. I'm just going to go through my tool cart real fast. This is, I have an inexpensive tool cart. I'm, kind of new to being a mechanic. I've only been a mechanic for 6 years now, but I think I have a respectable amount of tools so far. I got a sweet deal on pretty much everything, toolbox wise, but I'll walk you through my cart. Any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll describe each tool, you guys have questions about. This is my cart. It's a little messy right now, but it's got, most of the things I need. Claw tool, hammers, tire soap, my go-to aerosol, some rags, zip ties, miscellaneous drill bits, whiz wheels, tech screws. I use this thing almost daily just for light duty bolts removal. This is my top drawer. All these in the black trays are Craftsman sockets, and then what I would recommend, my go-to sockets every day that I definitely use every day are the Snap-on semi-deeps. I highly recommend getting a set of semi-deeps from a reputable tool brand that is easy to get service from. Going along with that, I have the Wobble Plus. I do like these because obviously you can get it, stuff at an angle without using a swivel bit. Got the long 3/8. This is all 3/8 and 1/4 inch all along. My mirror, a little magnet. Got some, specialty ratchets in here, my go-to stuff. And that's really it for the top drawer. Next drawer down, it's going to be mostly screwdrivers. I really do like the Instinct, but it's really personal preference. Picks are a lifesaver. I'm kind of giving this video perspective from the diesel side of things. So I use this for a lot of filters and O-rings and lining stuff up. And then these are expensive, but you don't have to get this set. I would recommend a different set, but it's super nice, if I gotta go home and I gotta work on something at home, I'll just take my impact driver home with the screw bit, because these are guaranteed for life. I can't tell you how many, DeWalt bits and I've broken. They are disposable. I hate that. So, I feel like I have gotten my money out of that. For me, I need some real big oil filter pliers, kind of medium size set. Got my basic hand tools, rake expander, caliper expander. It's my super old 3/8. Definitely recommend the swivel, a good brand swivel on whatever you use the most air tool wise. Put it on there, and I think everybody will like that. Something I would not buy that's Snap-on is their cutters. These suck, in my opinion. They're already pretty wobbly and loose, and I've only owned them for about a year. And cutting some basic wire is fine, but this is mainly a zip tie cutter, which is kind of sad. So I definitely recommend a set of Nimpex or something along that line. And then my bottom drawer is just my junk drawer, my gloves, T-handles, and miscellaneous fittings. Got some foam pad, kneel on. Aside from that, going to my toolbox, the main things I grab every day with the cart is wrenches. These are not high-end wrenches, but they do work well. The Tecton, they are guaranteed, and I don't break them that often, so I'm not going to spend the big bucks on the wrenches. Got mostly Harbor Freight, big sizes. Buy those as you need them. These are Blue Point. I am missing an 11 for the ratcheting. I do like these a lot. I got these used at a yard sale pretty cheap. And then I don't know if you guys have experience with the platinum wrenches with the offset flex head. These things are awesome, but they don't warranty them, so you have to get the name brand one, the Matco ones. And these are the same exact head, and I know that because I swapped the head with the platinum, and it's the same, and I can get the platinum warranty through Matco. Don't tell Matco that. Usually the Matco guy is cool. If you buy enough stuff from him like I have, he'll warranty it out for you. But definitely recommend those. These are a lifesaver for getting in between stuff when there's a spline drive, I believe. So if it's 12 point, maybe 8 point, and then I use those for shock tower bolts a lot. So I usually grab this, throw it on my cart, and the ratchet. I like the Milwaukee stuff. In my opinion, I've had the snap-on ratchets. I think the Milwaukee ones are a little bit safer and less maintenance, because you can damage the snap-on ones a lot easier than you can damage the Milwaukee one. I have the, in my opinion, best combination. I have the regular 1/4 inch and then the fuel 3/8. Be careful with this because you will break stuff if you're not careful. One thing I would not go with, I would not buy the 1/2 inch. I'm looking to buy the extended 3/8. So if someone wants to trade me plus cash on this one, I would go for it, because I don't really use this one that much. I know there's people here that do, but I do not. Got some hand wipes, and then the little impact guide, as well as the borescope, which is a lifesaver. I love this camera, and it comes in handy. I suggest buying Milwaukee just because their service agreements are fantastic on the batteries, and they do really last a long time. Other than that, just basically going through my toolbox. Now this isn't even a full toolbox, but my next drawer I go to often is my electrical drawer. My favorite tool out of here is either my power probe, which I have in another drawer, or this is my test light, but it's got a digital readout, and it glows red for hot and green for negative. I like my angled crimpies. Just got some basic wire, little butane torch, thermal temp gun, some nice wire strippers. That brings me to the power probe. I do have the power probe 3. I like this a lot. I got the accessory kit with this, and it served me very well. Helped me find a lot of electrical issues with lights, especially on trailers. Skipping around a little bit. These are some specialty stuff that I don't really mess with too much. These sockets I love. These help you, these are just the Irwin brand for stripped bolts. I use those a lot. If I break, get the stuff and it's rusted out or junk. Left-handed drill bits. Snap-on left-handed drill bits. This set wasn't too bad. I think it was $70. And the extractors. Haven't used those yet, but I just got them, so we'll see how they last. And moving on, there's just kind of a glove drawer and safety glasses and winter gloves and hats and stuff like that, because we do go on road calls. There's my paperwork drawer with all my receipts and technical bulletins and contracts and stuff like that. Again, wrenches. These are standard wrenches, but these are awesome because they have an angle for hydraulic stuff. This is pretty much my hydraulic wrench set, as well as the plugs for the hydraulics. Got some line removers for 4 trans lines and AC lines and such. And then this is a nice set from Germany. These offset wrenches, closed end, are fantastic for valve adjustments on like heavy duty diesel. So that's what I use those for. Walking around some more. This is my gauge for how many thousandths of plays in a certain component. I forget the name of that. I know this one's old, but this really helps me double check all my work and keeps me in the clear. Moving on. There's my spare hand tool drawer with just some long pliers, some double jointed pliers, miscellaneous vice grips, just some basic snap ring pliers and all that. Here's my kind of specialty ratchets, 1/2 inch, and torque wrenches. I got the Tecton, and then Husky for the 1/2 inch. It serves me very well. I love them. I checked these on the Snap-on truck, and these two are definitely both in 3%, which is perfect for spec. Actually, I just bought this one, this angle. Thought that was kind of cool. Going down, miscellaneous bolt drawer. I like to keep that organized. I do use, this is small equipment, general metric stuff, brake stuff, body, some wheel studs, air stuff, some O-rings. Some people might hate me for this, but I do believe in spending big money on the air hammer and the bits, because I do warranty these bits out pretty often, especially the Snap-on ones. Get the best Snap-on air hammer available to you if you need to use this all the time. This is a lifesaver to me. They do make bits that will not rotate like that. It pops in there and won't spin on the ball, which I think is very cool. Some long bits for some water pump. This is just your general air tool care kit. I like that. Continuing on, some basic Allen keys. I gotta organize that drawer a little bit. Small engine stuff. I got a tachometer, spark plug light, radiator hose kit. I do, if you don't want to buy the whole kit, this was on sale, so I got it. I do really like, just having at least one of these is definitely a good thing. Moving on, got a battery tester, rivet gun, rivets. These are cool. This is an air tool, air line remover set. I have used that, I really like that. I custom built this box to test trailers. There's a battery inside, and you just hook it up there and test all the lights individually. So I custom built that, and I think it served me well. Definitely saved me a ton of time. We deal with a lot of trailers at my work. Moving on some more. The second drawer down is this is my standard wrench drawer. Got some gear wrench. Not a huge fan of gear wrench anymore, but they do work pretty well. Got a good set of pry bars. The Harbor Freight ones junked out on me, so I had to upgrade. This is essential for air brake. If you're doing a lot of air brake truck stuff, you need that. You need this. These are good for 450 seal pullers for the brakes, the rear brakes on that. These are adjustable. These are the Matco ones. I do like those a lot as well. And One thing that surprised me was this guy is, I love this thing for any airlines, pipe fittings. It's basically a pair of channel locks, not channel locks, pipe wrench. Works really good. I got the smaller one at home, the smaller, the PWZ1, and this is the 2. I know they make them much bigger than 48 inches tall for the 4, I believe. This is a hood prop tool. I like this a lot as well, just because you can put this against the seat and then on the brake pedal and check your brake lights on the car if you're just kind of like by yourself that day. This is kind of my junk drawer. This is a belt lineup tool. Got some ATD chisels and punch set. Definitely comes in handy often. Some older lady slippers, file set, little file set, some miscellaneous hammers, some nice scrapers from Harbor Freight, those work fine. This is kind of basically my air tool drawer. Got my go-to half-inch gun. This has been through hell and back. Some custom-made stuff for airlines and such. Little 3/8 gun, stubby, ratchet, which I don't use this so much anymore just because of the Milwaukee stuff. But that's just all my air tool stuff. And then the last drawer in the box is just kind of my miscellaneous humongous stuff. This is like a big pipe vise type thing, chain pipe, which we use for, you know, like 10 inches and up stuff. We got the top drawers, so you know, this doesn't have everything, but I do have impact sockets up to 36 millimeters, very large breaker bar, decently sized pry bar, some shallow sockets, super shallow, and shallow ratchet. Do have some specialty as well, air brake stuff, air brake sockets, magnetic. 8-point. This is a Craftsman set, actually. Nobody believes me. Miscellaneous adapters. That's 1/2 inch to 3/4. And that's about it. Some swivels. I like the swivels and the metric, as well as a 12-point. And some crow's feet. For my tool locker, I have this thing. I got a microwave in it just for my lunches and stuff. There's a refrigerator over there, not too far away. And these drawers do slide out. I keep track of everything I work on throughout the day. So basic stuff I go to all the time. I work on a lot of cast stuff, some sealants, epoxy, silicone, toaster. Going down, compression tester, digital caliper. I forget what's in here. I think it's my little brake tool. Don't use that much anymore because of the new one. Pliers set, some hard cases for some other stuff. These are my big sockets that I use all the time. A 33 for all the trucks, 3/4. Some axle sockets for the common trucks I work on. Anything this big, I just recommend getting it as you know, this cover for my box, as you are using it. And then do use the test leads all the time as well. So I mean, that's just a, up on top I have a nice knee pad, my earmuffs, my go-to gloves. I know it's a little disorganized. Calendar and my shop radio. But around me I got, a nice vise, pressure washer to wash everything. This is kind of a view of the shop. So we do have a pretty good, nice shop in here with a lot of supplied tools from our work. So anything, pretty big and specialty, they usually do supply, like the scanner. So I don't have a scanner, I have one at home, but this is just a work walk around. This suits me very well. I still have room to grow. This toolbox, I got a smoking deal on it. The bottom box I got on Facebook, I think for $2,100. So that's where I save my money. I don't go on the tool truck, and I didn't buy all that new. So, and I paid cash. I'm not making payments on anything. I own all this. I could sell it tomorrow if I had to. But I think this setup works very well for me and anyone else that's interested in the medium heavy duty mechanic side of shop. So just be cautious, what you guys spend your money on. If you guys have any questions or suggestions of tools, I got a long list of things I want, but I'd love to hear what you guys use at work all the time. So feel free to let me know, like, subscribe. Hopefully don't dislike, but I won't, fight you on it. But thanks, appreciate the support. To me, everything seems to make sense. It's very accessible. This isn't height. Why I'm pretty tall. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'2"-ish. So standing on a mat in boots, but it just makes sense. It flows well. I got a nice power strip in here. Charge the tablet that we use for work, and my Milwaukee batteries, as well as some specialty light stuff like down there. But this is just a walk around of our shop. We do a lot of heavy duty stuff. So I'm working on backhoes, skid steers, forklifts, big Vector trucks, such as that, using portable lifts, in-ground lifts like this, heavy duty trailers, light duty trailers, lawnmowers. The thing I want to get more experience on actually is cars, and that's why I do a lot of car work at home. But that just to help you guys out, if you guys have any information for me, any questions I can answer, feel free to drop them, and I'll do everything I can to help you guys out. I really appreciate the support, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video as much as I did. Hey you guys, please excuse my mess. It's a little dirty. Had a busy day today at work, but I just want to give you guys my review on my Matco toolbox and just a walk around of all my tools. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know.